you still want to start a car rental business with cars like this, good luck because you're going to go broke. I'm going to tell you why buying a car like this is a terrible investment. I know most people want to start a car rental business for the flashy lifestyle, for the cars, right? And for the clubs. But I'm here to tell you that if you want to actually get to that lifestyle, a car like this is going to slow you the fuck down. What you need to understand when starting a car rental business is that you need to be able to get quickly into cars. Cars generally are depreciating assets in the traditional sense. A car like this is 100% a depreciating asset. Worst part is that these cars are crazy expensive, which means that when you rent them out, they depreciate even faster than you can make money. That's why when you're starting a car rental business, especially if you're brand new in the industry, you need to stay away from high cost of assets like this one. What you should do instead is buy a car just like this 2014 Honda Civic. I'm Alex Otto. I help people create cash flow with cheap economy cars. And most people believe that when starting a car rental business, you need to have a super expensive car just like this. I'm here to tell you that can be further from the truth. Welcome to my channel. Today, I'm going to tell you why you need to buy a car like this to start your car rental business. I've been able to start my car rental business and scale up to over 30 cars using cars just like this. I buy these cars on Facebook Marketplace for $4,000 to $5,000. And let me tell you why that is actually a good investment. First of all, let's talk about depreciation. This car has already fully depreciated. So that means that even in the worst case scenario where you have to sell the car, you're going to make almost all your money back. The car is not going to sell for much less than $4,000, even with more miles on the vehicle. Secondly, a car like this has a very low cost of maintenance, okay? Which means that if it goes on the road, each time it needs to be maintained, it's not going to cost you very much money. You can have a predictable maintenance cost. Well, you can rent a car just like this one to a gig economy worker. Okay, gig economy workers love cars just like this. Why? Because these cars are gas efficient. Okay, they can last a very long time and they make money by delivering people, food, and packages in these cars. So how does renting these cars actually work? Let's get right into it. The first thing is you need to find a car like this for that $3,000 to $5,000 range. The very best place to find a car like this is going to be Facebook Marketplace. Of course, you can also use the auctions. However, only use the auctions if you can inspect the vehicles or trust somebody that knows what they're doing. If not, you're going to end up with a whole bunch of cars. Ask me how I know. Secondly, once you find this vehicle and you buy it, you want to install GPS trackers and kill switch. It is very important that you can have eyes on the vehicle at all times. It is also crucially and equally important that you are able to turn off the vehicle if someone decides not to pay you, which will happen often. Once you install your GPS trackers and kill switch, you can turn right back around and list the car back on Facebook Marketplace. How beautiful is that? All right. And you instead, this time, you list a car up for rent on Facebook Marketplace. You're going to get hit with a whole bunch of leads, okay? This is a high demand industry. People want these cars and are begging for cars just like this one. Once you have all the leads coming in, you need to be able to verify each and every person, their identity, and what they're going to use the cars for, okay? So you need to have a strict verification process. Do not trust anyone with your vehicle and do not trust their word for it. All right. So, very important part of the process. Once you have the driver verified, you need to have agreements and contracts in place to protect you, to protect your assets, and to protect your business. All right. So, you want to set up a rental agreement and have the driver sign the agreement before you put them in the car. After they've signed the agreement, you want to meet the driver to take payment and for them to pick up the car. Okay. Now, how do you actually determine how much you want to charge the driver to pay you? It all completely depends on the car that you have and how much you spent for it. Typically, we want to make 100% return on our investment in 90 days. That's right. In 3 months, you want to make 100% return on your investment, which means that if you rent the car out for $4,000 a week, that's $1,600 a month, and you're looking at about $4,800 for 3 months. Okay, so if you spent less than that, that would be a great way to get 100% return on your investment. And if you spent more than that, you can charge the driver $450 a week. Okay, and that way you can get 100% return on your investment in 90 days. The best part about this is that you can find a whole bunch of these cars for less than $5,000. From there, you have a very simple, repeatable, and scalable system that you can plug and play each car that you buy right into your system and be able to scale infinitely. Now, when it comes to actually scaling, it takes some operational skill, which is why I created my mentorship program to help people be able to start and scale their car rental business. In the program, you get access to pre-trained virtual assistant. We build out your CRM platform for you. We create a website for you, and we give you 1 year's worth of coaching so that you can take your car rental business to the next level. The entire purpose is to have your business be able to create a lifestyle that you want to live. So if you're ready, just use the link in the description below to book a call with me, and I'll see how I can help you. Once you have this system set up, you can just go buy more cars. Now, how do you actually get more cars? There's multiple ways for you to get more vehicles, which is what I love about this industry. 80% of people in America have economy cars. So you can go to family, friends, church members, or whatever affiliations you have and just show them your numbers, and they will allow you to be able to rent out their cheap economy vehicles and create cash flow for them and for yourself. When you do this, you can take a percentage anywhere from 60, right, to 50%, right? Whichever one that you determine. I would recommend that you go higher because you're going to be doing all of the work. If you enjoyed this video, if this video made you decide to start your car rental business, make sure to subscribe to the channel and smash the like button. If you still want to start a car rental business with cars like this, good luck because you're going to go broke.